I need to tell you something we never said out loud before. The woman who raised me, the woman I called mom, was never my real mother. And she knew that every single day for 17 years. But the worst part wasn't that she lied to me. The worst part was that my real mother had been looking for me the entire time. And Vera knew that too. My name doesn't really matter, but where I grew up does. I grew up near a landfill on the edge of the city. The kind of place people avoid looking at. Mountains of garbage, smoky the air, stray dogs everywhere. People threw away things they didn't want there. And one day, a little girl was left there too. That little girl was me. At least, that's the story Vera told everyone. She loved telling people how she rescued me. She'd say it at church, to her neighbors, to anyone who would listen. I saved that poor child. I gave her a home. For years, I believed her. I thought she was my miracle. But the truth was very different. Vera didn't want a daughter. She wanted someone she could control. Someone who would cook, clean, carry groceries, wash clothes, and never complain. Someone who owed her everything. I learned how to scrub floors before I learned how to read properly. I woke up before sunrise every day to make breakfast. If I made mistakes, Vera would grab my arm so hard it left marks. And the strangest part was that sometimes she acted loving in public. She did smile and put her hand on my shoulder around other people. But at home, it was different. Cold, careful, like she was always afraid of something. Or someone. I wasn't even allowed to call her Mo around certain people. Call me Miss Vera, she did whisper sharply. At the time, I thought maybe she was just strict. Kids will invent excuses for the people they depend on. That's how survival works. The only person who was ever truly kind to me was a boy named Rafael. He lived in the same house. He was Vera's son. And unlike her, he treated me like I mattered. If Vera yelled at me, he'd quietly help me finish chores afterward. If I forgot to eat, he'd leave food outside my door. Sometimes he'd sit with me outside at night while we listened to the trucks passing near the landfill. Those moments meant everything to me, because kindness was rare in that house. When I turned 17, something changed. I started asking questions. Simple questions at first. What was I like when you found me? Did you ever know my parents? Every single time, Vera reacted the same way. Her face would tighten. And then came the anger. You should be grateful. Stop digging into things that don't matter. Some questions are better left alone, but that only made me more curious. Then one afternoon, while cleaning Vera's bedroom, I found something hidden in the back of her closet. A photograph. It showed a young woman holding a baby. The baby was me. On the back of the photograph was a name written in faded ink. Rita. And underneath it, a phone number. The second I saw Vera walk into the room and noticed the picture in my hands, I knew something was wrong. She went panic. Not angry, afraid. That's when I realized she recognized the woman in the photograph. She knew exactly who Rita was. I didn't call the number right away. For 3 days, I kept the photograph hidden under my mattress. And during those 3 days, I started paying attention to Vera more carefully. I noticed things they ignored my whole life. How nervous she became whenever strangers came near the house. How she watched me whenever I mentioned family. How defensive she became anytime I talked about my childhood. Then something happened that changed everything. An older woman from the neighborhood stopped me outside a grocery store. She looked at me strangely and asked, "You Vera's girl, right?" I nodded. Then she said something I will never forget. "Your mother used to come looking for you." I felt my entire body go cold. "What?" The woman looked uncomfortable immediately, like she regretted saying it. She came around years ago asking about a little girl. Vera told everybody not to talk to her. E didn't breathe. I remember standing there frozen while cars passed behind us. E suddenly everything made sense. The fear, the lies, the secrecy. Vera didn't rescue me. She took me. That night, I finally called the number. A woman answered on the second hig. Her voice sounded tired, quiet. I didn't even know what to say. I just whispered, I think you might be looking for me. And then I heard her crying. Not normal crying. It just sounded like 17 years of pain breaking apart all at once. We talked for hours that night. Her name was Rita. She told me everything. When she was young, she was poor, scared, alone. The day she lost me, she had been overwhelmed and panicking. She placed me down near the landfill for only a moment while trying to figure out what to do. But when she came back, I was gone. She searched everywhere. She went to the police. She put up flyers. She came back to that neighborhood again and again for years. Every single time, Vera saw her, but instead of helping her, Vera hid me. She told people to stay quiet. She let her mother search for her daughter for 17 years. I sat on my bedroom floor after the phone call ended, staring at the wall for hours. Not crying, not moving, just trying to understand how someone could do something so cruel. The next morning, I walked into the kitchen while Vera drank coffee at the table. I placed the photograph in front of her. I said 2 words. You knew. She looked at the picture, then at me. For a second, I thought maybe she would finally apologize. Maybe she would cry. Maybe she would admit she was wrong. But instead she said this. I gave you a better life than she could have. That was it. No guilt, no shame, just justification. Like stealing a child could be excused if you convinced yourself you were the hero. I looked at her for a long time after that. Something inside me went completely quiet. Not rage, not sadness, just clarity. I walked into my room, packed my clothes into 2 bags, and left that house the same day. I wish I could say it felt freeing, but honestly it felt terrifying. My entire life had been built on an lie. Even my memories felt fake. For weeks, I didn't know who I was anymore. Not abandoned, not rescued, just stolen. Meeting Rita in person was one of the hardest moments of my life. We were strangers connected by grief. At first, everything felt awkward. We didn't know how to talk to each other. Sometimes we just sit in silence because neither of us knew what 17 lost years were supposed to sound like. But slowly, things changed. She started telling me stories about herself. I started telling her about my childhood. And little by little, it just stopped feeling like meeting a stranger. It just started feeling like finding something that had belonged to me all along. The person who surprised me most through all of this was Rafael. When he found out the truth, he didn't defend Vera, not once. He looked completely devastated. I remember him saying, I always knew something felt wrong in that house. A few weeks later, he told me something else. When he was younger, he once saw Rita outside their house crying and asking questions. Vera made him go inside immediately. That destroyed him, because it meant he had unknowingly watched my real mother searching for me too. People sometimes ask me if I hate Vera. I don't. Hate takes energy. I already lost enough years carrying pain that never belonged to me. What I feel now is sadness. Because Vera had a chance to do something good. She could have helped a desperate mother. She could have loved me honestly. She could have become family the right way. Instead, she built everything on lies. Lies get heavier over time, not lighter. I don't really think about Vera anymore, but I think about Rita all the time. I think about all those years she spent wondering if I was an ivy. I think about her walking near the landfill, calling my name into the wind with nobody answering back. Yeah, I think about the moment she heard my voice on the phone. Later, she told me something I still can't forget. She said, I never stopped believing you were alive. Maybe that's what real love actually is. Not the loud kind. Not the controlling kind. The quiet kind that keeps going even when there is no hope left. I found my way back to her. After everything that was taken from us. Maybe that her stare means something.